All right, here we go. We are back. It's Blair, and as usual,
Joey.
with Shitty Dad Podcast. And today we're going to talk about, what it's like to actually kind of realize you're doing a lot of things that you swore you'd never do as a parent.
You get judged
And
hard for it.
yeah, it's kind of odd how that one works out. I always remembered like growing up as a kid, and mom would like yell upstairs at you. And I'm like, why are you yelling? Like, just walk up and talk to me. I do the same goddamn thing. I do it all the time. But what I thought I could get around it with is being like, hey, Nod, or hey, V, go and tell your sister.
Yep.
You know what they do now? They go halfway up the stairs and yell too.
Yep.
Yep. So that,
Wonder where they got that from.
yeah, exactly. That's a big plus. So, yeah, Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year to you too.
Yes, yes. What'd you guys get up to?
We just went bowling,
Mm-hmm.
which we did 3 hours of bowling. We
Oh,
just, I know, uh, pretty sore the next day for sure. I don't know. I go to the gym. I work out Monday to Friday, usually all the time,
mm-hmm.
and I have never been sore the next day. I I don't know. Like my left butt cheek just hurt. Like my arm, like everything hurt. Tara was super sore the next day. I guess you don't just realize it when you're trying to whip that ball down as fast as you can.
Drop the hammer. Well, and the other thing is too is you can go to the gym and you can lift weights and hit the treadmill and do all that stuff all the time. It's the range of motion and the different stabilizer muscles that you're using,
Yeah,
especially as you get older. You don't realize it's like, oh my god, like frick. We painted one of the bedrooms, and my shoulders were freaking gassed out. Bedroom.
yeah.
Welcome to 40, right?
Soon,
Yeah, you're getting there.
getting
Few
there.
few weeks, you'll be 40.
I
Holy,
know.
yeah.
How about you? What'd you do for New Year's?
We actually had company come down and we went to Rodney's Oyster House for dinner, which was freaking great. I love Rodney's. So stacked up on oysters for quite a while. I think we had 4 plates. It was a lot. And
Good.
then we came back here and played crib, and then tried to hang on for dear life till midnight. And then midnight came, and it was time to shut her down and went to bed. So pretty low key, nothing too breathtaking. But yeah, it was good. Johnny and his girlfriend came down and spent 2 or 3 days with us, so that was lots of fun.
That's good. Yeah, we got home. I think we got home by like I don't know, 10:45 or 11 just to get the babysitter gone. And
Yeah.
then we just went over to our local pub where it's always disappointing
Mhm.
whenever you go there. So we were just to kind of get out and hit midnight. And then
Yeah.
they totally missed midnight. And then it was like 2 minutes after. It's like stole a bunch of Happy New Year hats and tiaras and brought them home for the kids. And that was it. I went to bed after that.
We got up pretty early actually on New Year's Eve because Jonathan and I went ice fishing down south on Chain Lakes. So that was good. Spent a couple hours out on the ice, drilled a bunch of holes, didn't catch a goddamn thing. Everyone else caught fish. We didn't catch anything. We moved around
No.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing.
nothing. Like
Oof.
a couple bites, but I was like, shit. So apparently, that lake is primarily trout, and you got to fish with pink popcorn, corn, or power bait marshmallow. And we didn't get the memo, so we brought worms and minnows and
No.
yeah, fuck, we brought all the wrong shit. Like whatever. There's pike and perch in that lake. And apparently not as enough to catch pike and perch, but everyone was landing trout, and we didn't have trout gear with us. So I was like, okay, well, shit, whatever. Let's just carry on our merry way. And so yeah, we fished until like 2, and then we came back home and rolled on out. So it was all right. But
It's a good day still.
yeah, I won't complain. I won't complain. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna click this button, and then I'm gonna click this button.
Where kids
You
back
did
and
it.
laugh.
Guess what? There's another button you have to press after that button. But
It's convenient.
yeah, yeah, you got to press 2 buttons so you don't foul it up on the podcast, right? So yeah, so I was thinking, and you were thinking, and we kind of talked about it, but I think we're coming out of it. But soft kids is a thing. Do you notice it a lot with your friends?
Um, yeah, we don't have two like a whole group of friends that are all the same ages as them, but I think you notice it a lot at schools,
Yeah.
um, and things like that. But there's definitely there's been a couple kids that they've been around. You're just like, ooh, right?
Hmm.
Like I understand our kids, our two youngest ones, can banter and go at each other and then whine for the other parent because the other one looked at them wrong or whatever. Which, whatever. I remember doing it as a kid with my older brothers, right?
For
To a
sure.
point, but there's some that are just it's nonstop and I don't get my way and it's or the parent is just over there
Mhm.
like I've always been a firm believer and we were lucky our two youngest kids went to a day home where she would take them to parks and she like send us pictures and it being like me and Tara's first kid, I was really nervous, but she
Mhm.
just let him would like climb up the big apparatuses and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, took a
Yeah.
bit to get used to, but completely made them not fearful of everything, right? Like when they were young, they're like, I want to climb and do the monkey bars, and then you watch them fall and get back up, and you're like, great,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of the thing where like you don't want to be the pillow parent that's sitting there. Oh, don't fall, like all the time. Right? Which is there's a lot of parents out there like that, and there's some kids that are just naturally a little more soft. Like Victoria is very soft, right? Like she hurts herself, she'll cry. Nadia whacks her head, and she's like, I'm okay,
Yeah,
and away she goes again. But I did notice like it's one of those things where like I know and it's like you said it's not so much my friend group because I think we're all very much in the same mindset where it's if you're gonna whine go and sit in your room, no one wants to hear it.
yeah,
And if you and your sister or you and your brother are fighting about something, figure it out. And then once it gets escalated to screaming, then well, maybe dad will step in and you guys got to say sorry and hug it out. But I'm not going to let you not argue, sort of thing. And it's just, we went to the kids' Christmas concert and we talked about it before, but you sit there and these kids are just like whining and, oh, are you okay? Like, do you have big feelings right now? Like, about fucking what? About what? Big feelings about what? What do you got big feelings about? You're sitting at a Christmas concert and like about what? Sit down, shut up, watch your sister or brother or whoever you're there to see, do a little dance and sing a little song and we'll carry them, we'll go home.
yeah.
I don't know. It drives me nuts. And I think it's because it's that whole participation ribbon generation. Everyone gets a prize because you showed up and there's nothing to really drive kids to push further and excel at anything if everyone's getting a trophy, right?
Because they want one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah. But your kids are super competitive.
they are.
Yeah.
Yes, even with themselves and each other. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like Nadia and Victoria are just like hardcore competitive. Like Nadia's in swimming. Well, you see her at the lake. She swims like fish. And so she's in swim club now and she's swimming and she's like, Dad, I'm first out of all the kids every time, every time. So I went and picked her up and like, hey, like how'd swim lessons go? And she's like, oh, good, good. And then she'd be like, I wasn't first once. I'm like, well, what happened? She's like, this girl crossed into my lane and she kicked me in the leg and so I grabbed her and I told her, "Don't you kick me like that." And I'm like, "Oh, boy."
Yeah, yeah. That's that
And
point of being competitive and ooh,
oh boy, yeah, yeah. It's a whole thing, but like it's different. It's different, and I think it's like, but it's coming back. It's coming back. Like kids are getting tougher. Like these 3 and 4 year old kids are getting to be pretty tough. I've noticed, at least around our neighborhood, you see them out there and they're bombing down the street and lip skid, rash out on the asphalt, and they just like bounce up and away they go again. And I'm like, good, good.
yeah, it's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
love a good wipeout too. Love
Mhm.
watching a good wipeout.
I sent you a bunch of wipeout videos on Instagram.
I love hate watching wipeout videos because I find when I watch them, like my body hurts. Like when you watch,
Oh,
like
you just tense
you
up.
just oof, yeah,
Oh God.
It's actually one of me and Lennon's favorite Instagram is kids getting hurt.
Yeah.
It's a great channel where like they don't get seriously hurt or whatever. The parents admit the clips, but watching some kids wipe out and just
Just eat shit. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah. It's like there he is trying to jump from the couch
yeah,
and he didn't
not
make it.
making it.
Just
No,
shit. It's
yeah,
freaking great. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know. And I think it's kind of funny. And I think it's good that parents share that content out there and they're like, look at my kid eats shit all the time. Like there's some parents out there and he's just like this one dad shares his kid on his dirt bike, just fucking sending it, and then there'd be 10 videos in a row of the kid just eating shit. I'm like, part of it.
yeah.
That's how you learn, right?
I got some good videos. I got one from the security camera, Lennon coming down the hill outside of our house and just right into the recycling bin.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even stop, just
Yeah.
right ran right into it. Got a couple good ones. A Lincoln wearing Crocs out in winter to take the garbage bin out, and then just eating shit on the driveway, or it's because it's ice, and then just like all the way back. Like,
Yeah.
why would you wear Crocs out, man? It's winter, right? But yeah, no, they're good ones, right? Good
Yeah.
ones you can laugh about.
Oh, exactly. And they're not getting super hurt, right? It's like you're probably gonna be okay. You'll probably be fine. I remember like I got Victoria a little dirt bike, and like where we lived, there was open like two or three open lots kind of in the area. So we just jump her little dirt bike, run it down there, and let her ride around these two or three open lots. No big deal, small town. And so I put her on the dirt bike, right? And she just nuts it. I'm like, oh fuck. And so it had the idiot wheels on it, so like the balance wheels, kind of like training wheels, but they don't really touch the ground unless you lean too far one way or the other. But she freaking sent it and slammed right into the fence and like chest to the bars, and she's
Oof.
I'm like, oh God, I'm like, are you okay? She's like, oh, I don't know if I want to ride my dirt bike anymore. I'm like, you're gonna ride your dirt bike.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you need a little break for a minute? Yeah, maybe we'll take a little break for a minute. Nadia would have been 3, and I should have known better, but I put her on. I'm like, here, your sister needs a minute. You put her on. I set her on there, and I get her little helmet on there, and get her all lined up. And I showing her this is the throttle, and this is the brake, and frickin' same goddamn thing. Nadia gets whiskey throttled when I was just kind of getting ready with the. I had the choke strap on the back so I could kind of pick up the back tire so that they couldn't go too far. But I hadn't grabbed it yet. She whiskey throttle on. She just chooching through this thing. Thank Christ I caught her because like there's big dirt piles and stuff back there, and she's just going straight. Like she's not
Oh
gonna.
no.
She's just gonna go. Like she'd end up in Mexico before anything, right? Like she was just freaking chooching along. I caught her. She's like, it was like she scared herself, but she didn't know what to do because she's.
Yeah.
They just grab a handful of throttle and like, away we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember teaching our kids too, like brakes on bikes are insane to try and teach a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't have a sense of like feathering it, right? It's
No.
hard go and hard stop.
Yeah.
And just the wipeouts we had, just there's a little bit of an incline coming down. It's just get going too fast, and then it's either you're gonna hit a car or something, or there's pile on the brakes and just mess everywhere, right?
Just case it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the one thing they don't. I don't know. Maybe any new dads out there who you haven't taught your kid how to ride a bike yet, just start them with frickin' handbrakes. Just start them with frickin' handbrakes and be done with it. Because them goddamn pedal brakes, like when we grew up, we didn't have handbrakes. You pedal backwards and they'll stop. That didn't register with my kids, either of them, and they both drug their feet, and then they'd have their goddamn shoes wore out in 2 or 3 days. Just
Yeah.
dragging their toes, just trying to stop all the time. I'm like, holy crap! And then Nadia, like, put her on the bike with the handbrakes. She still didn't know how to stop. So they got it figured out now. Obviously, like they're 8 and 10, but there was a long time of there was a zero brake situation going on. Like, how the fuck?
Yeah. Something's gonna you just hit something to help you stop.
Mhm. Yeah, if you crash into dad's truck, you'll probably be okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I've watched a few of those.
Hmm. Yeah. So that was one thing we were kind of yammering about. And I'm glad to see that we're seeing more and more rough and tumble kids out there, and it's not just our kids, there's more kids that are like that, more competitive, more competition. It's nice to see.
And kids dropping F bombs.
And retard, they can say that.
Yes. There
Yes,
was
they do.
there's one of Lincoln's games that he was kind of the center of what started it. But at the end of the game, the coaches like they do the handshakes, and
Mhm.
I guess on this other team there was a kid who was just f bombing everything, and he's like 14, 15.
Yeah,
And Lincoln's coach was like even kind of said like, "Hey, watch your mouth. You're like you're a little young to be talking like that."
yeah.
And that started a whole coach brawl as
Oh,
well. Yeah.
oh,
And
shit.
I got to go watch it back on they using the arenas for the live barn,
Yeah, yeah,
so you can kind of pick it up if you listen closely. The coaches going back and forth, but I guess this kid was effing everything up and down the line up in that, and then the coach spoke up, which I think rightfully so.
yeah.
You're a coach, right? You should probably be like, hey, whatever. But yeah, the other kids and the coaches didn't like that he did, and it caused a bit of a thing. But I was like, kind of like, oh, we're healing, like we're
Mhm.
coming
You can
back.
say that. You can say
Yeah,
those words. It's okay to say fuck. Like, oh my god, did we talk about this last time? I think it was after. I think it was after. So we had company over on like Boxing Day. We didn't do a podcast, did we? Since then?
no, we did it before Christmas
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, we're sitting
or
there.
after Christmas.
Yeah, I can't remember if I told this. Whatever. I'll tell it again. It's freaking funny. So Nadia comes downstairs and she's like, I've been listening to you guys talk. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And she's like, I'm gonna write some stuff down. She comes, grabs a piece of paper, grabs a pencil, and then she goes on upstairs and she turns around and comes back downstairs. And I'm like, what did you write? And she's like, fucking bitch, get out. I'm like, what did you say? And I'm like, she's like, I was listening to you guys. She's like, that's what you say. She wrote it down. Like, you can't talk like that.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Fucking bitch. Yeah. You should see how she spelled. She
Oh, I
almost
bet you.
she almost had bitch spelled right.
Good for her. That's awesome.
That one that you got, oh man, she gives me a run for my money already.
Hmm.
Frick. She had an enemy at school last year. This was good. I got in trouble for this, but it's okay. So this kid that's 2 grades older than Nadia started picking on her, and they got pulled into the principal's office a couple times and told like, no, like don't pick on Nadia, like you're bigger, leave her alone. Nadia's upset because this kid's picking on her, and there it's a Catholic school, so they're very like, oh, say sorry and love each other and stuff. Nadia comes like, Dad, and she's like, what? And she's like, this kid's picking on me. I'm like, which kid? She's like, this kid. I'm like, she's fat kid, right?
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no.
And she's like, yeah, yeah. Like, push her down. Push her down. What's she gonna do? Push her down. So you can't say that. You can't say that. I'm like, oh, I did. So, anyways, life moves on for a little while later. Don't hear nothing about this. This kid grabbed her jacket and whipped it at Nadia and hit her underneath the eye and cut her eye open. School calls, ex-wife calls, what are we going to do about this? I'm like, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do about this. God, chase her, push her down. She can't get up. You're tough. Yeah, I'm tough. Okay. Like, no, what happened to that kid? She's like, I saw her at recess. I threw my arms up in the air, and I started chasing her, and I chased her, and I chased her and chased her until she started crying and fell down. And then I walked up to her and I said, see you at next recess. I'm like, good for
I
you.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't fuck with her anymore. Left her alone.
Yeah. I find that too with the interactions that our kids have had at the school. It's just
Mhm.
there's no resolution, right?
No,
There's
no.
Lennon's had a problem with this kid who I guess the way their bathrooms are set up, they're private, but where they wash their hands, it's a half wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this kid was yelling at our daughter, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you and things like that. I guess he's had this prior history, and so
Yeah.
they wouldn't tell us anything except that he's dealt with it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And just it's like I think when Tara was talking to the principal, it's like, yeah, we've had some issues with them, and but it's like, but what are you doing? It's like
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to instill, you know, I lack of a better word, of violence in your kids, but you
Yeah.
want them to stand up for themselves because I don't know, these schools aren't, either they're not funded enough or they're not, I don't know what the answer is, but they're not there helping the kid. And I mean, you look at all, like even in high schools, especially in Calgary, right? How bad some of them are, and the shit that goes on that you hear about. Like our son, like he won't even go to the bathroom at his school because people just go in there with wet paper towels and just lob them, which is kind of funny, but I
Mhm.
get it, right? And you're trying to go to the bathroom, someone's just lobbing wet paper towels all the time. It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you leave class, they're just doing it all the time. And it's like,
Mhm.
whoa, like what are you doing to stop it? And like, we just can't control it. And you're like, nah, I think you could. I definitely think you could, right?
Yeah, but the thing is not the parents, the teachers that would step up and say anything got reprimanded too many times.
Hmm.
Like they're like, "Oh, you can't be aggressive towards our child." I have a buddy who is a teacher, and this kid's like, "Fuck you" to him, and he's like, "You know what? That's enough. Like, cut it out. Put your phone away. Participate." Like, way too much grace already.
Hmm.
The kid basically like rolled her eyes or rolled his eyes and gave him the "fuck you" again. And my buddy, I won't disclose his name, walked over, picked up the desk with the kid in it, carried it out, and set him down in the hallway. Like, he's a big fucking man, he's huge, and he picked this kid up and set him out in the hallway. Well, who do you think got in shit for that?
Really?
Teacher did, yeah. You can't
It's
you can't get physical. It's like I removed him from disrupting the rest of the class. And I think that's the problem is like we got all these blue hairs in the schools dictating like, oh, well, we got to be sensitive and we got to be this and we got to be that. So kids skate with so much shit. And then you got parents at home. Thank God we live in Alberta. Could you imagine living in Ontario? Oh
no.
shit. Be a disaster because all the liberals freaking kids are sitting there lit their lip out all the time crying about God knows what. We're gonna walk out. We're gonna do. You can't tell us that we can't have this, and you can't take our phones away. And no, mm-mm, no. And
It's
like, yeah,
definitely one of the worst jobs to have. I
I
couldn't
wouldn't
do it.
want to do it. I wouldn't want to. He doesn't do it anymore. I know that he doesn't do it anymore. But like, I would. It's a thankless fucking job when you are trying to do all these things for these kids and you just get shit on because they're all freaking autistic or special or whatever the flavor of the month is now. And I don't know. They said it's Tylenol.
I haven't even got, I don't even know. I
Maybe
don't,
that's it. They got new Tylenol since our moms had babies. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. There's a huge wormhole. Like
I
not
don't
going
get
to
it.
get into it, but there's that. And then there's all the BP, was it the BP, what? The stuff that was leached into plastics.
BPA plastics, yeah,
Yeah.
microplastics, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Or you could just kick your kid in the ass and tell him to behave himself at school.
I mean, I did. I think I turned out pretty good. I got the punishments for sure. And now that I think of it, I deserved every single one of them. I
Yeah.
mean, as a kid, you're like, this isn't fair. Call child services. And parents are like, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. But now when you look at it, you're like, oh, that was bad move. Why did I do that? What a dick move, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think as much as I am strict with my kids on things and manners and doing those things and
Hmm.
being the best person you can in public, and it's frustrating at times, trust me.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you can be upset with me now and you can be disgruntled with me now, but once you're out there by yourself,
It's going to serve
um,
you.
it'll come back, right?
Hmm.
And
Absolutely.
I'm okay with that. I'll wear that crown now, as
Hmm.
much as I think it frustrates my kids and might frustrate my wife at times because she says how differently we were raised.
Hmm.
I was out at 18. I couldn't wait to get out at 18, right?
Yeah.
Moved in with my grandparents, helped my grandpa till he passed away when he had cancer. And
Hmm.
then I went to BC, did all these other things and was self-sufficient. I mean, you got to know those things. You got to know how to act right in public. And then I had two older brothers who, when I let them off, kicked the crap out of me too, right? So
Yeah.
it's all kind of relative. And I think is I do want to say that as long as you believe that you're raising your kids right,
Hmm.
it's good.
Yeah.
But I think there's also a grain of salt, right?
Well, and that's just it. Like, we're not all perfect. I've definitely had my series of fuck ups and screw ups along the way, and I guarantee I'll have 1,000 more. But at the same point, I know if we go to a restaurant and my kid, and I get shit for this all the time, I'm like, please, Victoria, Nadia, you say please, you say thank you every single time. And then Chris is like, you did. I'm like, well, I didn't fucking hear it, so I didn't say it loud enough. Yeah. I did say that. I did say please. I did say thank you. They're really good about it. But I'm just like, that's in my head all the time when we were kids. Please, thank you. Yes, sir. No, sir. You know, the kids go and ask someone for something. I'm like, you don't call them unless you really know them. It's not like Jay. It's like Mr. J, Miss Trista. Like, because they were bombing around with them this summer, going over and seeing them and going boating and stuff. And like, you Mr. and Mrs., you don't know them that good. And they're like, yeah, 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 no problem. They're good about it. Meanwhile, you get some other kids, a fucking heathen, and he wouldn't say please or thank you for nothing. I'm like, you don't get nothing then. Tough. That's
Yeah.
my that's my juice box.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. I think
Okay.
manners are a bit of a lost art. I
Mhm.
mean,
That's a big
I think
one.
you can even see it in adults too, right? I think it's
Oh, huge.
it's all across the board, right? So
Mhm. Yeah, I have no problem throwing in a "you're welcome" for somebody every now and again.
it's always the best when someone does it. Like, ooh,
Ooh, did you hear that? He said "you're welcome"
yeah,
real loud. That's right. Yeah, I did.
yeah, or a big please too, right?
Oh yeah, was that a please? Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
or just from the back 40, just please.
Yeah, yeah. But even like, what and as petty as it sounds, fucking say it to the people at Subway. How
Yeah,
fucking hard is it?
yeah, it's not.
Oh, I'll have tomato, lettuce, pickle, onion, please. Please. Goes a long ways.
I
It's
might
simple.
not tip you like you demand I tip you,
Fuck.
but I will say thank you.
Yeah, I'll throw them a couple bucks, but
Yeah,
where was I at the other day? They had an automatic 20% gratuity. I was like, holy shit. For what? For what? 20%?
it's aggressive.
That's aggressive. Like 20% is fine for like a good dinner or something like that, but it's like a little like fast foody type place. It's 20% gratuity. It was like 20, 25, 30 on the tip machine. I'm like, mm-mm.
I would almost rather you just add it to the cost.
Bill. Yeah.
Yeah, like don't put it on the bill, but just add it to the cost of your food.
Blend it in. So that was there's a coffee shop, I think it's in Vancouver, that's like kind of going viral right now because they pay a living wage, is what they say. So no tips. And
Okay,
Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the South Park guys, they have a restaurant too, and they have a no tipping policy as well. No
but they
tip,
get
but
living wage.
they pay a living wage for the area that the restaurant's located in. Like, you should be able to live and be comfortable and
That's a smart idea.
shit. Yeah, like why not? Like, we're hammering the money out to them anyways. Like,
Yeah,
but where does that eat from? Does that take out of you and I's pocket on cost? Probably a little bit. Do you maybe got to take a little bit off your profit? Probably a little bit. But optics wise, I'd rather go somewhere and pay and know that my food's coming to me and these people are being paid a living wage and my meal costs me $5 more per person than to go somewhere and I get slapped with a 20% gratuity for no
yeah,
reason. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's a lot better idea.
I think so. See what happens. See what happens with all this stuff. It's all kind of coming out of the woodwork. So it's interesting to see. Like, people are trying different models and stuff like that. But then you got other places that went and they just got rid of all their staff and put tablets in at the table, and they have cooks. That's it.
Which bringing it back to like our podcast, like like, have you ever thought of like what are your kids going to do for a starting job?
Oh
Like
God, that's kind of a thing. I've told the kids, I'm like, you should really look at things where you can do something tangible with like your hands, or be a business owner, or you know
even before that, think of like
Oh, there's no.
14, 15.
Well, I went through it. I went through it with Sky. Like, right? Like, she couldn't find a job anywhere. Um,
Yeah.
and it wasn't for lack of effort. Um, in the end, like there was a long while where she wasn't really all that interested in applying, and she'd going through a few resumes out there, but she wasn't really too hungry to do it. But then she had got a boyfriend and he had a job, and she's like, well, I should have a job. And she was, frick, she showed me, like, she was handing out resumes left, right, and center everywhere. Sobeys, all the fast food places, pet stores, everywhere. You can't get a job because there's too many people who like no skills, got an arts degree, and they're taking these jobs from these kids. Well, case in point, my mom. Love my mom. My mom's the best. You've met my mom. She's lovely.
Mhm.
Mom comes by one day. She's like, "Oh, like I think I need another," because she's just casual. She's casual at the post office, right? And so she wasn't really getting a lot of hours. She's retired 3 times, and she's like, "Oh, I'm thinking to get a job at." They opened a Dairy Queen. I'm like, no, you're not. And she's like, well, why not? I'm like, you're taking jobs from kids. I'm like, the fucking kids need a job. You don't need to go work at Dairy Queen. You're retired. I'm like, just because you're looking for something to do, I said, like, go volunteer at the hospital. Well, then she got a
So
job
just
at the hospital. So,
she was just bored. Yeah, I
right?
get that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
That's,
even
that's
for
a,
our oldest son, he's looking. I want this new hockey gear. He wants like a $400 stick. Apparently, is a new thing, which I'm like, no. But it's like, well, we should look at getting him a job, and it's like, where, right? Like where do kids? I mean, I grew up in Cochrane. I could have gone any of the
anyway.
fast food anywhere,
Yep.
right? I think I had three at one point, right? And now it's just like, I don't know. There's just it's way oversaturated, and then a job where instead of having a full, like, it should be maybe three or four part-time jobs,
Mm-hmm.
they're not there for the kids. So I start to worry about, like, what are, like, my youngest kids, and even like my oldest boys, like,
Mm-hmm.
what are they going to do for work as teenagers, right?
Get some
They should,
skills. To get some skills.
yeah.
So, friends of ours, their kid was telling me that Freddy's. Have you heard of Freddy's? It's like a new burger chain that's coming into Alberta. I think they're everywhere. It's like
Okay.
steak burgers and custard is kind of what they're famous for. Anyways, he was telling me that they hire only local kids. They don't let kids from Calgary come and work out here and stuff like that. Or people from Calgary, they hire all their evening shifts are all covered by local kids. I'm like,
Good.
that's a good restaurant owner.
Yeah.
That's a good restaurant owner. Like you're taking, sure, maybe you're not being able to get as many people with experience, but you're getting these young kids and teaching them something, and they'll figure it out and they'll do a good job. And he said, yeah, like they're just hiring local kids for the evening and weekend shifts.
That builds a good community too,
For sure. Well,
right?
everyone's supporting them. I'll tell you that. Yeah, everyone's supporting them because their kids need. Like I see it all the time on Facebook, like in the Okotoks community page. Parents are like, "Is anywhere hiring? My kid needs a job. Is anyone doing this? My kid needs a job." And there's a lot of people like, "Oh, we're doing landscaping. Oh, we're snow shovel. We're doing." But it's all seasonal stuff and things like that. And hard to be consistent, but that builds character too. Gets them doing something.
Yeah. Like, just over here, we have a new Tim Hortons that opened up.
Mm-hmm.
No local kids there.
No local kids there. No.
I think my wife said she might have saw one or two, and I had someone in the community had posted that they were only hiring full-time positions. So you've just basically eliminated, in my opinion, you've just taken yourself out of the community,
Yeah.
right? Like, you should be able to find ways. Like, you don't have to. Obviously, you can't take a ton of them. It's just
Mhm.
it's a lot smaller than your average Tim Hortons.
But a
But if
few.
you would have ingratiated yourself to the community, taking a few kids for evenings and on weekends from the community, I think that goes a lot farther than you have, a bunch of people over there who are full time and may or may not even live in Cranston.
Hmm.
They're gone. Like, they were already gone before they put the sign up for positions, right? I guess a few kids who did apply, of my son's friends, they all got callbacks for surrounding areas.
Hmm.
Some even like way over on the, like, 20 minutes, 30 minutes away. It's like, No, that's not what, the 14, 15, 16 year olds who applied for looking to go 40 minutes up the road.
Well, and look, when we were kids too, like how many of your buddies had a job delivering pizza, right? That's all gone. That's all gone.
Oh,
Fucking
no, that's fair. Yeah, it's
yeah,
all.
that's all gone. I don't like maybe Domino's still does delivery, but I don't think they hire kids to do that anymore either.
Yeah, I do. They have their own delivery, but I guess you'd have to see, right? But yeah,
When's the
yeah,
last time you saw a delivery that didn't come through like DoorDash or Uber or Skip or
Domino's on New Year's.
yeah.
Their bank machine didn't work, so she left me my pizza and came back an hour later.
Oh,
Didn't even want to answer the door.
but you did.
But I did, yeah.
You did.
But like you're right. You said it. Like Domino's, I'm pretty sure they still do, right?
Yeah.
But I've started to notice a lot of those other places. Like I'll order food in Grand Prairie from Skip or whatever, and I'm in the basement suite, and then there's the upper level. But I always put in the instructions: go to the side of the house, leave it on the outdoor stairs.
Hmm.
I'd say 8 times out of 10 they just drop it off on the front door.
Hmm.
But I've noticed a lot of the not like local places, not chains, will actually staple like call us directly for delivery. And
Hmm.
I've ordered a few of them, and lo and behold, to me it seemed like they were a younger person
Hmm.
delivering it. So hoping for the future of our kids, and that maybe that business model for locals will switch, right?
I think there's something to it because I know like there is a big push. And you've seen it since the whole tariff shit and stuff come into place, like it's a local, local, local. And I think that mindset's kind of flipped into, hey, like I should be local, local, and like support my local store and support, like I don't know. I'm a business owner. I say it all the time. I'm like, for fuck's sakes, I'm like, you can order off of me. You don't need to order off of Printful or whatever. It's the print. Like we do custom merch for people all the time. And it's like, oh, I never thought about that. I'm like, I've only been advertising for 5 fucking years. But, it's fine.
And that's a good segue, delivery and vehicles,
Hmm.
right into a listener question we have
Oh,
from
yes.
from Joel,
Oh, yes.
which
Cool.
his is a little ahead of ours, but
Hmm.
I understand where he's going with it. So his topic and question was, what are your thoughts or personal strategies when it comes to buying their first car? I think I could be very much like my dad did. My dad he bought a Jeep, and then I it was a 95 whatever YJ, and then he's like, yeah, when you're 18 or whenever you get your license, you can buy it from me. So I think I'm very much like, I will buy it, right?
Hmm.
And you will make payments to me for it, right? And I had to make payments for the insurance, and I had to make payments for the vehicle, even though he owned it, right?
Yeah.
So I still had to make, I had a job and all that. So I guess the strategy for me would be the same thing. Like, yeah, I'll go buy um, a reliable car, right? You ain't getting anything fancy here. Okay.
Hmm.
You get a reliable car, and then you can pay me for it
Yeah.
when you have a job. But that also circles back to our other thing of
Where are they going to work?
what are you gonna do for a job, right? So I was thinking about it from Joel there for a bit. I was like, yeah, that's my answer. Then I was like, well, where are they gonna work?
How are they going to pay for insurance?
And
That's
maybe with the vehicle,
mhm.
that opens up,
Some
a bit
opportunity.
more, right?
Yeah. Because they can have car, will travel. So what we did is we put Sky in through lash course so she could do her friend's lashes. And then when she got her license, then she could do mobile lash service around the community, right? Seems good in theory,
Seems great.
right? But it takes a special set of skills to start, putting yourself out there and selling yourself to I'm offering a service and this is da da da. And she just wasn't quite mature enough yet to do it at the time. That said, she got a job doing sales with insulation company after she graduated. The fucking kid is like their top sales guy,
That's awesome.
selling an insulation, right? I'm like, hey, you got it in you. It just took a couple, it took a little more time to get that maturity or that self awareness and confidence, to be able to be like, I can sell this. I can sell this. This is not a big deal. I kind of she fell into it. She got a good job, and she did that for the summer, and she sold insulation. It was a good gig for her, and bang on. Now, I don't know. Sales jobs, I think, well, there's always going to be jobs for our kids doing sales, but not when they're teenagers. We'll see what they
Yeah.
can get into. Even with Home Depot doesn't even hire kids. You got to be 18 to work at Home Depot and Costco.
I would prefer someone over the age of 28 working at Home Depot because they don't know what the fuck they even know it. You know what I mean? Like you go there and you're like, I need this part, and they're like,
Yeah.
what is that? Like, this is a ball cock. It goes in the toilet, you pervert. And they're like, oh, yeah, 52. Right. But yeah, no, for sure. I think, yeah, I don't know. It's tough for them when you think about it. It's scary for them, right? Like I know that if my kids wanted in my line of work where I am now, I could easily get them into being starting out as a laborer and then like doing oil and gas work. But I'm like, I don't fucking want you to do that, right?
Yeah, but
I
then
just like do something
that's
else.
the
Go
thing.
to school, right?
Go to school. Go to school. Go to school. Get a trade or get something that isn't, and try to AI proof yourself as much as possible because that's a big one.
We've met them like our other friends from like their older boys, like the one he's already off in a trade, and then the one closest to Lincoln's age, he's planned he's going. Yeah, I'm going right for a trade, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
smart, and I think a lot of schools now do that, but um, yeah, like you got to have that skill for them. But leading up to it, it's like
big jump.
don't know how you're gonna have to clean up a lot of dog shit around this house to get that $400 hockey stick.
Let alone the freaking 400 and what was Sky's insurance? $64 a month for car
Yeah,
insurance.
that's crazy too.
464 a month for car insurance plus fuel plus tires plus winter tires plus oil changes plus adds
Yeah,
up.
it does. It adds up and as an adult.
Yeah. Oh fuck that shit. I'm like, oh my god, look at all this stuff you got to pay this month. So fun.
Yep. Good times.
Right? Well, we covered a whole pile of shit here once again today.
It's a buffet.
Kind of a menagerie of topics from soft kids to jobs, but they all tie together.
They do.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw it back to our friends at Blue Chew. Please send us some sponsor packages. We would be forever grateful.
Yeah, not that you need it. I've
No.
heard good things.
Yeah, I've heard good things too. We don't have experience with that stuff yet, but maybe
I'd
it's
love
a good
to
time.
be my first, right?
Yeah, if you're going to use it for the first time, might as well use the best.
Absolutely.
That's Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Right there, it's just like
Just AI one right there. Right
yeah,
there.
maybe we can do
That
that.
one.
We get real
Right,
good at AI and
right
stuff
there.
and
Yeah.
take our own jobs away. Right on, buddy. Same time next week.
Yep. We'll see you then. We'll see you
Sounds
guys then.
good. All right. See you guys later. Thanks.
See ya.